Alright, we're on board a Class 170 Turbo Star, leaving Edinburgh Waverley's platform 20. We're travelling west towards Edinburgh Gateway and Dalmeny for the impressive 4th bridge that opened in 1890. This interior of it's kind of aged, bad. This is the diesel variant of the Electro Star. There's a museum up there. Blimey! Oh, this is someone's bike, but we're in the tunnel that connects Edinburgh Waverley with Haymarket, which is the other major Edinburgh stop.
Once again, this is the 10:59 Scotrail service to Glenoffice and Thornton. Calling at Haymarket, Scotrail, Edinburgh Gateway, Dalmeny, North Queensbury, Inverkeithing, Resides, Dunfermline City, Dunfermline, Queen Margaret, Cowdenbeath, Lagelly, Carden, and due to arrive into Thornton around 11:59. Passenger safety information notices are located throughout this train. Please take a wee moment of your time to read over the safety posters located throughout the carriages. If you have luggage, can you place your luggage in the racks provided, not blocking passenger doorways or aisles. In the interest of safety and security, if you do happen to notice any unattended luggage, please inform a member of staff. Once again, it's 10:59 Scotrail service to Glenoffice and Thornton. Shortly arrive at Haymarket. Thank you.
Yeah, that's the announcement by the guard. Into the second tunnel called Haymarket. Anyway, shortly arriving into Haymarket.
We are now approaching Haymarket. Please mind the gap when alighting from this train. If you see something that does not look right, speak to a member of staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it, see it, say it sorted.
See it, say it sorted. Why is there a long gap between see it and say it? This is Haymarket, but you can change for the trams.
This is Haymarket. This train is for Glenrothes with Thornton. This train will call at Scotrail, Edinburgh Gateway, Dalmeny, North Queensbury, Inverkeithing, Resides, Dunfermline City, Dunfermline, Queen Margaret, Cowdenbeath, Lochgelly, Carden, and Glenrothes with Thornton. The next stop is Scotrail.
And you can also get to London from Haymarket.
Is Dalmeny before or after Lochgelly? It's before. Then, cool, just for bikes. Yeah.
Yeah, you can also get to London from here, King's Cross. As you can see, Dalmeny operate a few services beyond Edinburgh to Aberdeen and all the way up to Inverness. I'm pretty sure there's one Inverness service. I think about noon, I would say. And like gets in the very, like 8 o'clock in the evening. It's the tram line. It runs between New Haven's Ocean Terminal and Edinburgh Airport. You see, there's one tram. It's in an advert. It's fine. Oh, they've got a few HSTs in the Scotrail depot. See, 158, another HST. Pretty sure this is the only operator still that operates the HSTs. There's Murrayfield Football. another tram behind the field. It goes up there to serve Edinburgh Park, which is on the line towards Glasgow. And here we start to deviate from the Glasgow line, and now we're on the 5 circle line. And recently the new extension to Leven opened via Cameron Bridge. And it branches off at Markinch, I'm pretty sure. But feel free to correct me.
We are now approaching South Gyle. Please mind the gap when alighting from this train.
South Gyle, okay. We're departing South Gyle. I'm pretty sure the next stop is Edinburgh Gateway. Scotland's weather, like, during the summer is fine, but actually this year it has been one of the coldest summers. And usually only about like 15 to 20 degrees instead of like usual 20 to 25 to 30. But it's fine. I prefer this weather. A 6-car turbo start.
We are now approaching Edinburgh Gateway.
An abandoned
Alight
B&M.
here for the tram link to Edinburgh Airport. Please mind the gap when alighting from this train.
Yeah, now this is a fairly new station on this line. It opened in 2016. And its purpose was to serve Edinburgh Airport by train. But you still need to change onto the trams here. Oh, that's just a guard, okay. As you can tell, this station is fairly broken. Got not working escalators. Usually the only way you can get up is by lift if you have mobility or luggage. We've got new developments springing up. Start to climb up into the hills. Western Mountains, the Scottish Highlands. There's new developments springing up. We have brand new homes. It is quite close to the airport, so there can be noise pollution. There's the runway antennas. That's the airport in the distance. Got nice fields, and I'm pretty sure these are suitable for agriculture. Because like flats, and they're very arable as well. Coming into my stop, which is Dalmeny, and this is the station for the Maid of the Forth, or where you can see the impressive Forth Bridge. And as I said earlier, this opened in 1890.
We are now approaching Dalmeny. Please mind the gap when alighting from this train.
Got a few sidings here, which I think now abandoned. Here's the station. Light here for South Queensway. This is my stop. And then the train crosses over the Forth Bridge, which is that impressive red triangle. And there's like a total of 3 of them on this bridge. Man, it is an engineering marvel.
Provide reliability for our customers. This will mean fewer last-minute.
Yeah, in the distance is the Forth Bridge. It is stunning. You can also take a ferry ride where you can get great views of the bridge. And to the left that way, you can see where there are like strings holding a pillar. That is the Forth Road Bridge, which is a massive tall suspension bridge. And by the way, a bit of science, suspension bridges are like very strong because the entire force of the bridge is spread out, so it can provide lift on many lighter parts of the bridge, and therefore it can hold it, and it uses tension to do that. So here's the map. So we are here. The station is here. And we're in the station currently. This is the 4th railway bridge. This is the 4th road bridge, which is that suspension bridge I showed. As you can tell, it says toll here. And if you don't like paying for tolls, you can actually just take the train because it will be cheaper. And like you don't have to, you can save money. Let's see, A90 I think? Yeah, I'm pretty sure A90. I mean, just goes through Queensferry and into the countryside. We've got a validator here. We can scan your Scotrail card, and a ticket machine, a waiting shelter in the city-bound platform or Edinburgh-bound, a litter bin which is not blowing in the breeze because it's just completely fallen. It's in a messy state. And by the way, if you're trying to get to the Maid of the 4th river cruise, God, the walk there is just so long. And it's just through forest. That's the car park. And so here's a history poster. So this station was originally known as 4th Bridge and was renamed to Dalmeny. And the Prince of Wales actually stayed at Dalmeny House during the opening. And the Princess train steamed slowly across the bridge looking like a mere toy. That's a simile, by the way. And more information that I don't think is very important. And yeah, so we've got stations on either side, and the junction is at Inverkeithing. So we're in some woodland between Dalmeny and the 4th Bridge, and you've got an impressive railway viaduct. It feels like Roding Valley on the Central Line to me, because we have a viaduct and it's above woodland. It's amazing. And here we got a big flight of stairs that goes through several meters of bushland. It's amazing. And you have to be careful here. There's any like snakes or any wildlife can come out any minute. Okay. Be careful here. Okay. Just went down the precarious stairs. Here's the impressive 4th railway bridge. It's beautiful. And there's the 4th road bridge, which are two massive suspension bridges crossing over the water here. It's amazing. Man, I can't believe this type of engineering existed. Here's the 4th railway bridge. These large sandstone columns. Not sure how high this is, I'll have a look later. But you got the 4th road bridge is actually made up of two bridges, one southbound and one northbound, which are both very different. And the southbound one... Wait. Oh my god, I don't... What? Oh my god. I don't see any cars on the other bridge. The one that looks like the Golden Gate. And you can see all the way up onto the North Queensferry. Look at the small town of Queensferry here. It is beautiful. And native to 4th. Wait a minute. With the larger 2 road bridges, and there's the railway bridge. So this is the ticket office where you can buy tickets for the river cruises. Here's a lifeboat shop. This is the entire town of Queensferry, South Queensferry. There are the 2 road bridges, and if I just come this way, there's the railway bridge.
The risk assessment has to be per leg, but the only issue is the weight. So obviously, just the job will come, alright, Jack, and somebody's got none. That's exactly what's happened. And for some reason, the cost is £50 each, which sort of, you probably make something, well, aye, but also for what they are, you pay it for 60% of the leg.
You live outside the signs, you're not in No, just use got the rubber seal.
I guarantee it will be.
There's a train going up.
Sloppy shoulder made the Teflon there.
Yes, we can go get your biscuit now, pal.
Right, I'm off. Right, see you later.
Okay, this kid's getting a bit moist inside him.
Did you get on next door?
Aye, not too bad, yeah. Aye. Just somebody else on Monday.
Okay, here is the Maid of the Fourth. It's getting reflected by the sun on the front. And this is for the 12:15 service. And it has to be attached onto the still area, the rope, in order to keep the boat still. And there are people on top. Yeah, this is a speedboat launch. And shame is there is no like queuing system here, so you need to figure out by staff where it is.
Yeah, I've got that. I've just sent it back saying, yeah, it's not here, but
See, if you stand at this vantage point along the road here, you can get an amazing view of all 3 bridges which cross over the river. The railway bridge, which is this triangle, or at least 3 triangular bridge, which carries Scotrail trains above, and as well as LNER cross-country and freight trains. You got the 1964 suspension bridge, which is like similar to the Golden Gate Bridge, and it's actually the longest suspension bridge in the world outside the US. And the replacement is the Queens Ferry South crossing, which is the new bridge, and pretty sure that opened in, I think, 2011, 2013, not too sure, but basically back in 2007, the 1964 bridge was suffering severe corrosion problems, and as a result it could only be used very lightly. That's why, excuse me, that's why you don't have a lot of cars traveling along the bridge anymore. So they were asked to build a new crossing, which is the 3 columns bridge, and with like strings hanging down towards the road. And man, it's amazing, just standing here and admiring all 3 bridges. And the 4th railway bridge, by the way, was declared as a UNESCO site in 2015 during Network Rail's 15-year restoration program. Now today on the 1964 bridge, there are very few cars and trucks that use the bridge anymore, and pretty much all of them are using the new bridge, the 2011 one. But the 1964 bridge is still used today by pedestrians and cyclists who are willing to cross, but please don't cross that. Use a train to cross, or if you have a car, use that one. But if you're cycling and you don't have a car, like cannot afford a train ticket, then the 1964 bridge is your only bet to cross. Or if you have your own boat, but which please don't do. There's a LNER Zoomer going across the bridge.
Surrounding area are now a nature reserve. A section of the Fife Coastal Path runs through the site.
Now, I don't want to have like bad hope for the 1964 bridge, so I came up with this idea. What if instead, if rather than all traffic using the new bridge, what if we could have the northbound traffic use the new bridge and all southbound use the old bridge? I mean, they do this in Dartford with the ever iconic Dartford crossing, and that works. So why don't they do the same here? And if you ever visit Edinburgh, please come to this site and ride along the river.